I want to share something with you guys. Um, there's something that I noticed when I went to Chicago some years ago, and took it all the way up to the top of the Sears building. I'm sure it's called something else now, and I don't know what it's called. But all my kids' life, my young child life, it was the Sears building. So I took it all the way up to the Sears building, the top of it, and I looked down over the city of Chicago, and I could see so many things. I saw dogs, people walking their dogs. I saw buses around the corner. I could see the lake. I think it's Lake Michigan, whatever the water is over there. I could see that from far off. I could see buildings and businesses, people walking, people waiting for the bus. I saw all kinds of things. In fact, if I were looking really hard, I might have seen the burglar coming around the around around the corner. I saw all kinds of things, and I was up and away from things. And at that moment, I felt so far away from my problems. I felt so far away from all the things that I felt were going on in my life, and all the things that I noticed were going on in my life. And in that moment, I realized that that's how God sees things. God's not attached to our problems per se. He knows about our problems, but God sees far above what we can see and far beyond what we can see. Where there could have been a person down there waiting for the bus, really panicking and like, oh my goodness, am I going to miss the bus? Am I going to be late today? Am I going to be able to make it there? But I could see around the corner there was the bus. So that's how God sees. And sometimes we get so wrapped up in our here and now. We get so wrapped up in what only what we can see, and we get so frustrated and stressed about things that we can't see. And we don't realize that God is ultimately in control of our whole life. And He knows the things that we can see. He knows that the things that we can't see. And instead of us becoming so frustrated with life because we can't see and we don't understand, we need to take some time to take a deep breath and say, hey, I might not know what's going on, but I know that God does. And that's okay with me. I'm just going to give my best and let God handle the rest. So I'll say to you right now, recognize that, hey, you don't know all the answers, and it's okay that you don't know all the answers. Um, None of us do. We don't know all the answers. And but God is ultimately in control, and He can see the things that we cannot see. He sees far beyond what we can see, and maybe he just as I was on top of that building, and I could see so high up. That's how God can see in our life. So just take some time to relax and say, hey, I don't have all the answers, but it's okay. And I'm just going to have some peace and move forward, knowing that I don't know it all, but it's okay that I don't know it all. I'm just going to give my best and let God handle the rest.